Hello and welcome. So we're going to be simplifying some radicals today. So we have simplify for square root of negative 180. So when we're simplifying this, the first thing that should draw your attention is this negative inside of the radical. Now this is a definition. This comes from the definition that I is the square root of negative 1. Alright? And what that means is that whenever you have a negative inside of the radical, it's going to come to the outside as an I. That's all the definition does. So that means that when we're looking at this, we have 4I coming out square root of 180. That's it. That's using your definition right there. So the negative on the inside comes out of the radical as an I. Done. Bam. Okay, now this simplifies as it normally would. Square root of 180. First thing that comes to mind, multiplying to that would be 18 and 10. Right? 18 2 times 9, or you can use 3 and 6, doesn't matter. 9 is 3 times 3. 10, 2 times 5. And say, okay, do we have two of the same thing? Yeah, we have two 2's, so that'll come one pair outside, so we have 4I times 2, a 2 that we just brought out. And then we also have two 3's, so on the outside we'll also see a times 3 from that pair. Well, it's the only number we haven't used. Whoops, that's not my highlighter. Bam. This one, a little 5 right there. Okay, we use the 180, that's how we got 18 and 10. We use those numbers, right? We use the 9. The only thing left is the little 5 there. So we do square root 5. Okay, that's simplified, and at that point, now we just multiply all of our numbers together. So 4 times 2, 8 times 3, 24. The I is generally after the number. It's kind of like if you write x8 instead of 8x. It looks a little weird to have the I first. It's not wrong, technically, but it just looks strange. Okay. Now then we have 24I, square root of 5. And that's it. You simplified it as far down as it goes. 24I, square root of 5 is your final answer. Okay. Now what if, right? What if we had a second 5 here? Well, if you had had a second 5, right, that would have formed another pair. You would have brought a 5 out, right? And this is what we call a perfect square. Essentially, what happens if you use all of the numbers inside of the radical and there's nothing left behind? Radical disappears. So if we had had a second 5, right, then we would have brought the 5 out and you would have had just a number times I as the result. So just keep an eye when you're going through these, is if you end up like, if we had negative square root like 36, that's 6 times 6, right, bring it out, and we have the I, that would have come out, so we had I times the 6 we brought out, in other words, 6I, and that would have been our answer because there's no numbers left behind. That's what I'm talking about there. Alright, so to keep in mind, but our answer for this one was just 24I square root 5. Alright, thanks for watching.